What's up, guys? It's Nick with the Truck Insurance Channel. Just wanted to come on here tonight in our live Q&A and see about answering your guys' questions. And yeah, just wanted to see how everybody out there is doing, answer any questions you guys may have. Be sure to check the description for links. We've got the link still to this month's giveaway. If you guys have not been here before, we are giving away the Garmin this month as a secondary giveaway, which is the new Blue Parrot. So if you aren't familiar with how our giveaway process works, last month was our first giveaway, and then we're going to be doing these monthly going forward, especially with the Garmin. And then the Blue Parrot will be like a little more exclusive every once in a while type thing. We may switch that up though, depending on how things go with everything. But for the Garmin giveaway, you can find the link to the giveaway to sign up in the description below. And that giveaway is done by submitting a quote. So you don't have to actually purchase a policy from us. You don't have to be an existing customer. You just have to have you have to have a DOT number. Doesn't have to be active yet. You can be in the process of getting your authority started. But yep, that's how that works. Got a comment from Toe Pigley here. So he said, "Did I win the giveaway?" So giveaways are announced at the first live of every month. So the first Tuesday in August, we will announce the winner for the month of July. But I'm going to give a couple minutes here, guys, to basically let people join in and let everybody start asking some questions. Any questions you may have about the industry, whether it's related to trucking or whether it's related to the insurance side of things. Feel free to drop those questions. And if I don't have an answer for you immediately, we can definitely get you one. Hope everybody's doing well tonight, though. All right, so we got a bunch of people jumping in here. So like I said, we're going to wait for the questions to start rolling in. My USD number is not active, so I guess I'm still eligible. Yeah, if you want to submit a quote form to the website, that's basically like the quote form is basically your submission. In the description, you'll see how to enter the giveaway. Though you click a link, it'll go over all the details. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. Let's see here. Also curious, just how is the audio, guys? Does the audio sound good? I'm using a new mic, so just wanted to see what you guys think of that. All right, so we've got a bunch of people jump in here. Guys, drop comments in the comment box for any questions you have. Again, whether it's trucking related, whether it's insurance related, and we will get those answers coming in. Also, just curious, any pains you guys are having, any issues you're running into, any companies that you may have questions about? Is like, should I do this? Should I do that? Feel free to drop those comments down. So Topiglet asks, can I break down the price of each line item on a commercial insurance policy? The short answer to that is yes. Yep, I could break that down. It would take a little bit though, but I definitely can. I would just need to see a copy of the policy to be able to do it. Okay, so Crooked Donald, he said, "Hey Nick, can I still get my authority insurance if I don't have a truck yet? I don't know if I'm going to be buying one, renting, leasing." Yeah, so Donald, the short answer to that is yes, absolutely. You can still get the insurance policy. You can still get your authority active. You don't have to have a truck in order to go active. So that's not a problem at all. What a lot of people will do, especially if you're wanting to like cook the DOT or just like start earning some time on it, you can start the policy using a non-commercial vehicle. So you can start it like using your personal vehicle. And if you do that, basically we reduce the limits down just to the minimum requirements to meet the FMCSA, and you can start the authority that way. Then once you make that decision on purchasing a truck or renting or leasing, you basically come back over to us once you make that decision, and we would raise the limits on the policy, basically update everything with the FMCSA and get you on the road from there. But yeah, that's not a problem at all. You don't have to have a truck. Appreciate you saying the audio is good. So that is good to hear. We had just hooked this up, so I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, premium. Yeah, premium. So typically, said your premium will increase once you add your truck. Yeah, so absolutely. So basically, what happens is, let's just say you're with Progressive, for example, right? Progressive is pretty much the primary insurance company for most new ventures. So let's say you start your policy there, and then 90 days from now, you go ahead and say, all right, I'm ready to purchase a truck. I buy my truck. I need to put it on the policy and raise my limits so I can get on the road next week. The additional premium that results from adding that truck is going to be broken up over the remaining monthly installments based on however many months you have left. That'll be broken up. The very next bill can be prorated to where it is a little bit higher than the remaining installments, but that does vary from person to person and state to state. It's more of like situational based. The good news is you don't have to put down a second down payment, especially with Progressive. Some insurance companies that are like broke, like that you go through brokers to get, that's not what we call a direct carrier. When you're with a direct carrier, you don't have to put that second down payment down when you make that change. It's just broken up over the payments. Okay, so we have a question from Solo Mission here. So he said, if I update my MCS 150 from CDL to non-CDL, will that hold the process up of my authority going active? No, it will not. What you need for your authority to go active is the federal filing and the BOC3. So as long as you filed your BOC3 and the federal filing gets issued by your agent, if that's us, fantastic. If you already have an agent, just make sure that's done. And no, yeah, that won't hold anything up at all. We have a question from This Trucking Life. So he said, I've had two DOT roadside inspections, level 2 and level 3, pass 100%. Can I get a discount on my current insurance policy because of it? Who is your current insurance company? I know that Progressive does not offer a discount for that. Now that will help your renewal because, like, if you have failed inspections, when you come into your renewal, typically your rate will either go up or sometimes even worse, you can actually get refused coverage for failed inspections. So it's good that you're at 100%. You want to maintain that. But majority of insurance companies, at least that I have ever worked with or know of, are not going to offer an additional discount for that. That would be pretty cool though if they did do that. Who do you have your insurance through though? Because there could be other discounts maybe that you don't have. You could always check for that as well. For example, if anybody out there who has an active policy and let's say you have Progressive, your new venture, you're going to get an ELD discount for your ELD. You're going to get an auto pay discount as long as you set up auto pay. And then also if you've had prior insurance, so that could be personal or commercial, prior insurance discount, you have to have a policy active for a year. It does have to be in the business owner's name. So it can't be like your mom's policy, right? Unless your mom's the business owner. It's got to be your policy. And that's an additional discount. So if you already have an active policy, check with your insurance agent to make sure you're receiving all three of those discounts, guys. Between the ELD, the prior insurance, and the auto pay, you're talking thousands of dollars. It can be a couple $1,000. Typically asked, what state is the cheapest for insurance? It's kind of hard to say with there being so many variables. I will say one of the best states to be in right now is Ohio. I just saw a quote come out of Ohio the other day, like $8,800 fully operational on a box truck. So that was non-CDL, but it was one of the cheapest quotes I've seen in a while. You've got lots of variables. Three biggest ones are going to be your credit score, your driving record. Most states are going to look back 5 years now. Some look back 3 still. And then driver's age. So Progressive, anybody out there who has Progressive, if you're looking at hiring drivers or you're still getting quotes, they do have like what they call, I guess, a preferred driver. And a preferred driver would be somebody between the ages of 35 and 65. The older you are after 35, the cheaper your rate typically. And then you turn 66 and the reverse happens and you start getting more expensive. So Donald said, perfect. Thank you. For new ventures here in California, do you quote any other companies like Berkshire? Or is it mainly Progressive? So Donald, California actually is a whole different ballgame. Progressive will not write policies in California for new ventures. You have to be in business for 3 years first. So you would actually want to go through somebody like Berkshire. We're not directly licensed in California. However, we do partner with a company by the name of Tailored Insurance Group, or TIG for short. When you request a quote through our website, if you are located in California, it will be referred over to them because we do partner with them, and they would be providing your quote. It could be a company like National Indemnity, it could be Berkshire. There are a couple different ones. Berkshire is like pretty broad, right? You have 3 by Berkshire. That's a pretty big one for California. You have Home State and 100 other ones. Berkshire is huge. There's a lot of different insurance companies under the umbrella of Berkshire. So yeah, no, it's very possible that you could be getting different quotes from that. But yeah, Progressive is not going to be an option for you in California as a new venture, unfortunately. Maybe one day, but not currently. Any other additional questions out there? And guys, keep in mind, I'm sure it says it in the title, but we have switched these lives to half an hour. Anybody who missed the last like 2 weeks, we previously did hour long. We have switched to half an hour just to help with everybody's schedule and keep things moving a little bit more smooth. So we'll go till 6:30 tonight with any questions you guys have. Solo Mission has a question here. Does my MC number show up after I'm authorized? So you should get your MC within 2 days after applying for your DOT number. If you're having trouble getting your MC, shoot me over an email to office@charlesstring.com and just give me your DOT number and I can help you find your MC. That's not a problem at all. Yeah, Donald, it's so previously, from my understanding, Progressive did write policies in California for new ventures. They don't anymore, but I do believe they did in the past. So there could be somebody out there where you may be getting that information from. But yeah, currently Progressive won't offer insurance to new ventures in California. Maybe one day. I'd really like them to. That would be nice. We have a pretty okay comment here from STL. So it says, when you mentioned that the policy has to be in the business owner's name, what if it's a policy that has both my wife and my name on it? Will that discount still apply? So with Progressive specifically, and discounts, there, like, you could have 5 business owners, right, listed on the LLC. Each person owns 20%, let's say. When you go to apply for your insurance quote, you can only have one person listed as what they call the FR, which is financial responsibility. That person is whose credit gets run. That's the person who the previous policy, like for the prior insurance discount, has to be in their name. So like your name could be on the policy as well as your wife's name, as long as you're both on there. Like, that's fine if that's how you have the personal policy set up. But only one person can be listed as the financial responsibility on the Progressive policy. And that person who's listed has to have an insurance policy in their name active for at least 1 year to be eligible for the discount. I hope that answers your question. If you have anything to add to that, please do. Okay, we have another question here. How much quote for semi? Okay, so how much is a quote for a semi doing Amazon in North Carolina? Driving record good, credit good, trucks 2015. So, I mean, it still varies. So there's still a lot of factors there, right? Good credit to somebody might be 550 or 600. Good credit to somebody else could be 850, right? Driving record, that's definitely going to help, obviously, having a clean record. North Carolina is a pretty good state overall to be in. I would say where we're at. We're in North Carolina. And I mean, I've seen stuff here under 10 grand. I've seen stuff 12, 15, 16 grand. I mean, on a semi 2015, that's, crazy enough, that crazy as it sounds, that's getting a little bit older at this point, right? 7 years ago. And so that'll help you automatically having a little bit older truck. And then of course the good credit and good driving record will be a benefit. So, I mean, I would hope to see a quote for you like under 20 grand. I mean, maybe in the 15 to 18 range. Don't hold me to that, of course. I mean, because again, it varies from person to person. You could have something on your credit or something on your driving record that you don't even know about. Guys, I can't tell you how many times people are like, yeah, I've got a clean driving record, haven't had an accident, haven't had a ticket. And then I run their record. They've got 2 accidents, speeding ticket, stoplight ticket. Like, you just never know. So it's one of those things that we need to run the quote in order to do it. It's really simple, guys. You don't have to have DOT numbers. You don't have to have MC numbers. Like you can not even have a business name yet, and we can still run a quote for you. So if anyone who is watching this that wants to get a quote and get some decent, solid numbers, hit the description box, go ahead and fill out our quote form, and we'll have a quote back to you. Usually quotes are back within 24 hours, guys. And we try to get them out to you very quickly. Sometimes they come back same day, depending on how many are coming in, of course, and just obviously underwriting and things like that. But overall, 24-hour turnaround time in most cases, sometimes 48 hours for most like standard quotes, unless it's something like UIIA. Those usually take a little bit longer. But I'd love to see what your quote actually would come to, and then we can set up a call to do like a quote review. So yeah, that would be great. But I would say somewhere in the 15 to 18K range. But again, I could totally be off on that, and it could be 25 grand. Again, credit, driving record, all that does have a huge effect on it. So another, I don't know if it's really a question. Okay, so got my motor carrier number in the mail, but when I go to company snapshot, my MC number does not show with the rest of my information. Yeah. Okay. So do this for me. I'm happy to look at it for you. If you're comfortable with putting it in the comment box, you're welcome to just throw your DOT and MC number in the comments, and I will look at it. If you would rather keep that private, you're welcome to just shoot me over an email. Again, email is office@charlesring.com. Just address the email to Nick, and I will be happy to look into it for you. If you can just include your DOT and MC number, that's totally fine. That way, you don't have to put your info out there, or whatever you're comfortable with. Doesn't matter to me. But yes, guys, request the quotes. Again, they come back pretty quick. Not only that, but requesting the quote also is going to put you in the giveaway. So make sure you enter the giveaway if you're going to request a quote. To anybody who wasn't here in the beginning, this is our monthly giveaway. So it's the Garmin OTR 700. And then we are doing another giveaway as well this month as kind of like an extra. This is the Blue Parrot. So enter the giveaway to win, and it could be yours. So make sure you do request those quotes. Again, you don't have to buy the policy from us. All you have to do is request the quote and have be in the process of starting your DOT number. So this is not just for customers. This is for anybody who watches the channel and kind of meets the guidelines of requesting that quote and is actually in the process of starting their company. All right, guys. So we've got about 10 or 11 minutes, about maybe 12 left here this evening. Do we have any other questions out there? Anything anyone's confused about? Just anything you're scared about or just unsure about in general? Drop the comments and we'll get those questions answered here in the last 10 minutes. Let's see here. We have another question from Donald. So, is my insurance requirement different if I lease or rent versus own? I know if I own the truck, I'm responsible for all my insurance, but if I'm renting, does the rental company provide any coverage? So Donald, it's not necessarily a super quick answer for that. Depends on the rental company, right? So, Budget, Enterprise, and Penske, they're not going to cover anything. You're going to have all of your coverages through your insurance policy. Ryder does not accept Progressive's physical damage. Anybody who's out there who's ever tried to rent with Ryder before, depending on who you talk to, they may say, oh, we don't accept Progressive at all. What they actually mean is they don't accept Progressive's physical damage, which is your comprehensive and collision. So in that scenario, if you're renting with a Ryder, you would purchase their physical damage insurance, which would go, like, they would basically build it into your weekly rental rate, and then we wouldn't have physical damage on your insurance policy. So the physical damage would technically be covered by the rental company in that scenario. But if you're with Budget, if you're with Penske or Enterprise, all of your coverage is going to be through your policy. So the rental company is not really responsible for anything at that point. Chase said, if I already entered last month and now go through you guys for insurance, am I able to enter the giveaway again? Okay, so you entered last month and you're going to go through us for insurance. Am I able to enter the giveaway again? Let me check on that for you. Yeah, let me get back. Let me get back to you on that, just because I haven't had that scenario yet. The way that we have been doing the giveaway and the way that we're wanting to continue doing it is, in the given month, in those 30, 31 days, anybody who has requested a quote during that month is entered for that month. We may set up like a different giveaway for like existing customers who have a policy or are planning to get a policy that may not have won something through the stand during those 30 days, but I'll have to get back to you on that. And AD said, can I insure? Okay, so I'm assuming you're saying insure. Can I insure one semi intrastate and the other one interstate? Short answer is no, because you're going to have one insurance policy for your DOT number, and you have a federal filing connected to your DOT and MC. And so that federal filing, basically, in order to be eligible for it, it says, do we insure all commercially owned and operated vehicles in this business? And if you don't answer yes to that question, you can't have an active authority. And so in order to have one intrastate and one interstate, they would still technically both be interstate because they would both be on the same policy. There's not really a way to do one or the other on a vehicle basis. You would either have to have all intrastate or all interstate. Yeah. So that, unfortunately, you won't be able to do one or the, like, one and one. It'll either be all or none for either intrastate or interstate. Donald, appreciate you joining the live tonight. I know you said great info there. So appreciate you joining. Appreciate you being active, asking questions. Means a lot, man. All right, guys. So we got 7 or 8 minutes left here. Any last minute questions? Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Have I missed anyone? Perfect. All right. Yep. I think we have answered everybody's questions. We'll hang out here. I'm seeing kind of some more people are joining, so we may have another couple questions rolling in here, guys. Where's everybody viewing from tonight? What states are you guys in? I know we've got one guy from California. Where are you guys at? Any last minute questions, guys? Or any other questions like about the giveaway, or so we got people from Ohio. Okay, so we were just talking. So Toe Piglet asked about what state was the cheapest to get insurance. I had said Ohio. I don't know if you were here for that part. Ohio is definitely a great place to be for insurance right now. I'm not sure where you're at in the process, but if you're looking for quotes, fill that quote form out, man, because you're in a good spot in Ohio. Scylla says he's in Oklahoma. We got people in Arizona, Southern California. So we got people. Okay, we got people all over the place. That's good, guys. Good to see that. Good to hear. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Thank you for asking questions and just watching the channel. Is there any content you guys want to see? Like, is there any specific topics you want covered in the next video? Just curious, guys. I'd love to get some feedback on that. Always open to new ideas for new content, or just stuff you guys want to see, like stuff you're not getting elsewhere, maybe. Yeah, man, Ohio's a good place to be right now. So I'd love to sit down and talk with you and see where you're at in the process if you are shopping around, and see what things are going to look like. Happy to go over some stuff with you. Thoughts on cover whale. Avoid it. um, yeah, I mean, so like, well, you mean cover whale or cover wallet? Which one are you referring to? Or let's see. Hold on, just a second, guys. Okay, yeah. So I was definitely thinking you were talking about cover wallet. Yeah, so that's the okay. Yeah, I so for me cover like everything is digital, so I would probably avoid it. Okay, we have a question for another question. Yeah, I would avoid cover whale altogether. Um, the okay question from Rick. So, how are the rates in PA, and does adding hazmat really drive your price up high? So Rick, to answer the first part of your question, and then I'll get to that second part you just posted. So, um, hazmat, yeah, it's going to make your insurance much more expensive. That's simple. There's a lot more risk involved for the insurance company, so it's definitely going to go up in price. Adding hazmats also limits who will give you coverage, so that's another thing. A lot of people don't realize that hazmat insurance, like I say to avoid hazmat altogether personally, just because it's a headache to find coverage. It's going to be a headache for you. It's going to be a headache for us. If it's something you truly want to do, and that's just what you're used to doing. If you're already running that, let's say with another company or something like that, I mean, we'll still happy to help. But there's a lot more that goes into hazmat. It does get a lot more expensive, and basically you're just adding additional things to your plate that are going to make everything more complicated. So for me, I would avoid hazmat. But if it's something you're really interested in, or you have maybe somebody you know that's going to give you some type of contract or something, let's talk more about it. That may be something you really want to schedule a call for. If you take a look at our calendar in the link below, you can schedule a consultation. More than likely, that's going to be with me. And we could talk more in detail about what your goal is around hazmat and whether or not it'll make sense for you. And to answer the second part of your question about how long do you have to enter the giveaway? So our giveaway on the OTR, this is every single month. So the way that you are entered into the giveaway is when you apply for a quote. So if you applied for a quote through us, like you filled out our quote form today, you would be entered in the giveaway for the month of July. If you apply for a quote in August, you're entered to August's giveaway. It's the same device. We're going to be giving them away every single month, one per month. And so that's how you get entered. So technically, you have until the end of the month for July. But then again, we're going to do another giveaway in August, same exact device. So it's going to be an every month thing. So really, there's no time frame. It's just based on when you filled the quote form out. And we've got about 2 minutes left, guys. Just if you have any last minute questions, throw those in the description box, or sorry, throw those in the comments. I'm sorry, and we will go ahead and get those answered. But we've got about a minute and a half left here this evening. And then keep in mind, we will be live again next Tuesday, same time, 6 p.m. Eastern. So bring your questions, concerns, anything, tell your friends about it, whatever you want to do, especially if they want to be entered in the giveaway. But yep. Do we have any last minute questions? Just want to go back through real quick, make sure we didn't miss anyone. Yeah. Okay, cool. We have answered all of the current questions, guys, this evening. We've got about another minute or so. And I think we're going to call it a night unless we have like one last question come in here in the next few seconds. If you're typing, that's okay. But definitely join us for next week. Keep in mind, if you guys also, we're starting to get some more content posted on our TikTok. So that's under Truck Insurance as well, Charles String. So go ahead and take a look at our TikTok. If you want to see some more content, we're going to have some like more shorter snippets on there and stuff. So if you want to go interact with that, if you want to go watch it, we greatly appreciate it. But yeah, check us out there as well. you guys should see a lot more content coming from us soon. We're working on some stuff back behind the scenes here. But we didn't have any more questions roll in, so we are at the 30-minute mark here. So I am going to call it for this evening. Again, guys, join us next week, next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern for the next live. And we are coming towards, let's see, I think we're coming towards the end of July. So next week will be the last live for July, and then we will be announcing July's winner the first week of August. So look forward to you guys joining next week and then announcing this month's winner. Again, schedule calls below. If you guys have any questions, you can always email them as well over to office@charlesstring.com. Happy to answer those and help in any way that we can. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining the live tonight, and everyone have a great night.